Hello everyone, welcome to Everything Football and welcome to another Champions League Fantasy Update video. In this video today, we are going to be talking about the Matchday 5 must-own players. So I usually talk about 3 to 4 players every match day, but this time around, since a majority of the teams usually targets are through already, we are going to be talking about 2 players I've picked out. I really had to take an in-depth look because some players are rotation risks for match day 5. Some players are still injured, so we weren't sure at all. But I've picked the 2 best players that everyone should own for match day 5. So that's what I'll be going through in this video today. As always, if I provide any value, make sure to smash the like button. It always helps the channel out as I try to get to 500 subscribers. So make sure to leave a like and subscribe as well. So the other thing I'll need you guys to do is to comment down below in case they don't mention that player that you're thinking about. Comment down below which player you think everyone should own for match day 5. So let's get started. As you can see the fixtures on screen, we do have Dynamo Kiev against Bayern. We'll have Villarreal against Man United. We'll have Barcelona against Benfica, Young Boys against Atalanta, Lille against Salzburg. We'll also have Sevilla against Wolfsburg, Malmo against Zenit, and Chelsea against Juventus on the first day. And then on the second day, the Wednesday, we'll have Besiktas against Ajax, Inter Milan against Shakhtar, Club Brugge hosting LEIPZIG, PSG traveling to Man City in the big clash, Atletico Madrid hosting AC Milan, Liverpool hosting FC Porto, Sporting against Borussia Dortmund, and Sheriff against Real Madrid. So usually you target teams like Bayern Munich, but Bayern Munich are already through. We are not sure which players are going to be rotated. You target a team like Chelsea when they have an easier fixture like Malmo and Zenit, but they have a tough fixture against Juventus. Whichever team wins here, Juventus just need a draw to finish top of the table. Chelsea could be a good match still being at home, but it's very risky. It's very risky as you can imagine. You target teams like Liverpool, the likes of Salah, but they're already through. You target teams like Ajax, the likes of Blind and Halle, but they're already through and they have a very good fixture against Besiktas. So I'm going to look at 2 players who are playing in the fixture between Manchester City and PSG, one of them, and the other one playing against Sheriff on Wednesday. So let's get started on it. The first player is going to be Kareem Benzema. Now, Kareem Benzema, Real Madrid forward, is currently costing you 10.2 million, 17% ownership at the time of recording, and his next fixture is Sheriff away from home as communicated earlier. Now, you can have this player on your Limitless chip, you can have this player on your Wildcard chip, and you can have it whether you want to keep him, you already have him, and you can at least bring him in if you need another striker, maybe to replace a Lewandowski or something this week. So Benzema, I think, is a definite must-own. 10.2 million would definitely help you if you're playing a Limitless chip, but I think you need to get space for him because this week is a huge week for Real Madrid, or next week, the time for the game. It's going to be a really, really huge week for Real Madrid. They have to try and beat Sheriff, and if Inter Milan beat Shakhtar Donetsk, the top of both teams will qualify Real Madrid and Inter Milan, but they'll still need to decide on who finishes top of the table. So he's a good option for match day 5 and also for match day 6, so they think he'll start both. So how does his statistics look this season so far? So he scored against Sheriff in match day 2. He did score against them. They lost at home to Sheriff, but he did score a penalty in that game. That day, Kareem Benzema. And he's also scored 3 goals since then against Shakhtar in match day 3 and match day 4. He picked up player of the match in both games against Shakhtar in match day 3 and 4, and that earned him an extra 6 points. And obviously, he is currently on penalties. Not currently, he's always on penalties. Obviously, since Cristiano Ronaldo left and Ramos left, he's always been on penalties. So that is also why I've considered him instead of Vinicius. He's on penalties, and there's every single chance that a Sheriff player will probably foul Vinicius or someone in that game. So I can definitely see a penalty, and Benzema will be the one taking it. So he's a guaranteed starter. He started all 4 games. Obviously, he's on penalties. He has Sheriff away from home. Real Madrid need a result in this game. Next up, they're playing against Inter Milan. Not sure which team is going to win, so they have to try and win this. And if they don't, Inter Milan beat Shakhtar. Inter Milan are top of the table, and Inter Milan will only need a draw against Real Madrid. So I'm definitely looking at Kareem Benzema to bring him in this week. And the second option is going to be Joao Cancello. A weird one because he's playing against PSG, but a Manchester City defender, 16% ownership, and his next fixture, as I said, is PSG at home. Now, if you take a look at Cancelo's numbers, absolutely staggering. Now, he scored in matchday 1. He also scored in matchday 3 and got player of the match. And he had 3 assists in matchday 4. 3 assists in matchday 4. Keep in mind, this guy is a defender. He is a defender. I'm not done yet. He played against Manchester United right before the international break, away at Old Trafford, and he also assisted the goal. Yet again, assisted both goals in that game. And he is a defender. I'm even lost for words. He's already scored double figures 3 times in this season's Champions League. He's a basically a fantasy must own. Whether you're playing FPL, whether you're playing UCL fantasy, you have to have him in because he's a magnificent player in terms of going forward. And there's every single chance that City can keep a clean sheet here and there. So to add to that, he already has 26 ball recoveries, which has earned him an extra 8 points. So Joao Cancello is always a good option. Yes, he's playing against PSG at home. He might not keep a clean sheet, but this is such an important game, so you definitely have to start. And also, he can provide the assists and the goals, as we've seen. Like 11 points in match day 1, he had 13 points twice already this season. So what an option Joao Cancello is. Player of the match. He's already scored from outside the box, which got him an extra point as well. So I think in this game, I think City will win it like 3-1 or 3-2. And I think he's definitely going to have a lot of ball recoveries, whether it's marking Mbappe or naming that game. And he'll also contribute in terms of attacking. If City get 2 or 3 goals, be sure that Cancelo will be involved, maybe in an assist or even a goal. So those are the 2 players I'm looking at for Joao Cancelo of Manchester City and Kareem Benzema of Real Madrid. Those are the only 2 players I've decided to put down as must-owns this week. Both teams have to win. City have to try and win. If they win, they're through as group winners. If they draw that game, they'll still need to win the final game to finish top of the table. So you can still own Joao Cancelo just like Kareem Benzema for match day 6. If Man City win this fixture, then in match day 6, he could be rested. But let's hope the game ends in a draw for the sake of us. But if you're playing a limitless chip, you don't need to worry about match day 6. Just focus on match day 5. So those are the 2 players I've picked out. Make sure to smash the like button as always. Make sure to join the league. There is the code on screen. The direct link is in the first link in the description as well. So make sure to join. Make sure to let me know which players did I mention that you think are must-owns for this week. Are there any other players you think are must-owns for match day 5? Let me know. Thank you for watching. Keep staying safe, and I'll catch up with you guys on the next one.